Estimation of length. Estimation is another method, as outlined earlier, of determining length. Estimation turns out to be convenient when determining the lengths that are not easy to measure, like the lengths or the heights of very tall buildings. In this case, we obtain length by comparing the sizes of objects. We compare the sizes of objects and use their shadows to determine the approximate length or height of whatever we want to determine. If we take, for example, a tree, to determine the height of a tree, we use a meter rule, for example, of known height to compare their shadows. In doing this, we hold the rod, or the meter rule in this case, upright and measure its length using another measuring device like a tape measure. We then measure the length of the shadow and then also measure the length of the shadow of the tree. To determine the height of the tree, we use the comparison of the ratios: height of the tree divided by the height of the rod is equivalent to the length of the tree, of the tree's shadow, divided by the length of the shadow of the rod. So we compare the heights, actual heights, differently, and also the lengths of the shadows differently. So if height of the tree is a H tree, then we divide it by the height of the rod of the meter rule, HR, then this should be equal to the length of the tree's shadow divided by the length of the rod's shadow. When we carry out such a comparison, then we determine the height of the tree. For example, a tree of height H forms a shadow of length 640 centimeters. A meter rule is used to estimate the height of the tree and forms a shadow of length 8 centimeters. Find H. Solution. We have said that the height of the tree H divided by the height of the rod in this case is equivalent to the meter rule, which is 100 centimeters long, should be equal to the length of the shadow of the tree which is 80 the shadow of the tree is 640. We divide by shadow of the meter rule, which is 80. This is centimeters. So when we carry out cross multiplication, we note that 640 divided by 80 times 100 should give us the height of the tree in centimeters, which is equal to 800 centimeters or 8 meters. So the height of the tree is 8 meters, or the tree is 8 meters high.